I spent $800 last month on books I never opened. They're stacked by my bed, spines uncracked, a monument to the feeling of buying progress instead of doing the work. If you're watching this, you already know the itch. Let me be real with you. What I am about to tell you could decide whether you build a mind that solves real problems or you just keep collecting trophies for your shelf for the rest of your life. You finish a book and your chest gets tight when someone asks what it was about. You scramble for a phrase, a half-remembered quote, anything to cover the silence. You watch the person's eyes glaze over as you speak. You feel the heat in your neck. You are the person who consumes information for the temporary feeling of progress, not for actual integration. You mistake turning the final page for building something new inside your skull. You are invisible in the conversations that matter because you have nothing solid to say. If you click off this video right now, that exact humiliation keeps running on you forever. 1 year from now, you'll be standing in another room with another stack of unread books, giving another vague summary to another person who walks away, knowing you are not a serious thinker. I lost 3 years of potential growth reading like I was scrolling TikTok. I did finish a book, feel smart for a day, and could not explain its core argument a week later. I burned that time because I confused familiarity with knowledge. This is the Cope Ledger receipt for this audit. The fix is a method called the Absorption Framework. You are not allowed to finish a reading session without completing one step of this framework. The mechanism forces cognitive effort at the point of consumption to break the shallow processing loop. The time frame is every session, with a weekly review. The first trick is pre-read mapping. Before you read a chapter, spend 2 minutes scanning headings. Ask, what question is this section trying to answer? This primes your brain for targeted search, not passive reception. Psychologically, this is called creating a retrieval structure. Starting tonight, stop opening a book and just reading. Start by demanding the chapter tell you its purpose. The second is active encoding. During reading, stop at the end of each major section. Write a one-sentence summary in the margin using only your own words. This forces immediate translation. Psychologically, this is a generation effect. Your brain learns by creating, not by recognizing. Stop underlining passages you will never see again. Start forcing your brain to process every idea it meets. The third is space forcing. Within 24 hours of finishing a chapter, you must teach one key concept from it. Explain it to a friend or to your notes app. This leverages the Feynman technique and spaced retrieval. Psychologically, this is called consolidation through retrieval practice. Stop letting ideas evaporate. Stop making your brain dig for them the very next day. Think of the person who can pull a precise principle from a book they read 6 months ago. Now think of yourself scrambling. That gap is built by these 3 moves. The fourth principle is environmental control. You read in bed on a phone with notifications on. That environment tells your brain this is leisure and not work. Psychologically, this is context-dependent memory. You will only recall information in the context you learned it. Starting today, stop reading where you sleep or scroll. Start reading at a desk with a notebook, with your phone in another room. The fifth is synthesis forcing. Your highlights are a graveyard. You need a separate document where you connect the book's ideas to problems you face. This is called elaboration in cognitive science. Stop collecting quotes. Start building a personal manual where ideas from different books collide and solve your actual life. If you are still watching, you are already different from the 90% who left at the word framework. The fact you are here tells me you might be tired of your own intellectual ghost town. Subscribe to Cope Ledger. I lose nothing if you don't. You lose the only voice on this app that will autopsy your cope instead of selling you a new one. Your call. Pause this and write down the single most impactful idea from the last book you finished. Comment it right now. Be honest, or don't comment at all. I want to see how many of us are running the same empty loop. This is the part where every other channel sells you a reading course or a note-taking app. Cope Ledger does not sell anything. No course, no mentorship, no apply to work with me Discord. We keep the receipts. We do not run the scam. The choice is yours. Stay the person with a shelf of trophies, or become the person with a mind of weapons. 1 year from now, you will either be giving another vague summary, or you will be the person who decided tonight. The book is not the trophy. Your understanding is.